Good morning from Lalande on a very exciting day because today's video is a special about the future decoration of the new grand dining room downstairs. As you know, Anne-Marie and Philip have moved the panelling in and Philip has been in there tweaking it, moving it around, working out what pieces we have. And so today he is going to walk us around the dining room, explaining exactly how it's going to look in future. So let's go in there now. Hello, wonderful man.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. So that's how it's going to feel when we're walking towards the grand dining room.
There should be another 2 sets of double doors in the area where you are now.
So here where we've got this.
So here.
Yes.
And then there's a window hidden here. So this will be much brighter. And then another one here. Just there.
Another door there, okay.
Which we have. So it'd be good to reuse them.
Good.
And then it feels much neater and more finished.
I can just squeeze through here, can I, without knocking anything over?
They're both just leaning.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can you show me around, darling?
Of course I can. I've got nothing more. Everything is sort of in place, as much as I can get it in place with this thing here.
Yes.
So the only thing that's different, let's start with that, is that this one is supposed to be touching this one.
Yes, okay.
With this one on the other side of it.
All right.
Because there's there's
a little doorway there, yes.
The doorway is going to be the electrical cupboard on this side.
But it will look like a big double door, just the same
Yes.
as the others.
Those actually. But I couldn't get them behind here.
Going to look like this.
So these two are amazing. With the carving.
And they're the ones with the mirror on the back.
That's it.
Can we see that? Because I don't think we managed to see that last time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be beautiful. So when we open that cupboard, we'll have those beautiful mirrors.
Yeah. Those two are going to go over there. And then we've got the doors that go over there to the window snob. You see
Yes.
the mahogany? We've got the doors that go there. And on this side, it's got a very, very plain molding like this, but without
Yes.
the detailing. So Amory's going to cut that off. And then, or we might be able to just save it and put it on top of it. On top of it, you're going to put exactly this molding.
But made in resin.
In resin or plaster. I think he said, I has to figure out which one of the two. Probably resin, I think he said.
Because this is all carved oak.
This is
This is
carved oak.
extraordinary.
But we realised that these have been cut down. So this was carved oak from probably the same doors, but they were made much smaller. So this is so that's why this is broken off.
Yes.
Someone shaved off. Oh, my hands up. Filthy. They've been someone shaved off all the carving and then appliqued it back onto it.
Yes.
And it's basically the same thing that Amory's going to do with those doors there.
We just got lucky that it's exactly the right size for this room.
It's
I mean,
fantastic.
incredible. And then we need to find decorative painters who can paint it to exactly the same
Some of them
shade.
need some touching up anyway.
Yeah,
so
they
we
do.
need to get that done.
I mean, this bit is clearly darker over here than it is over here.
And then he has to make 2 doors here that match those. Exactly, because these doors are different.
I love what you found here.
Aren't they lovely?
So I didn't see this one last time.
There's just 2 of them. You saw them lying down, but you didn't see them up.
Hey,
There's just the 2 that have
pity there's only
decoration. in
2.
it. And then there's more of the like plain ones that just have got the
Yeah.
basically box molding, should I say it like that, around it. So I've put those around to elongate, and whenever there's a space, that's what they had as well to do Argent. What they
They're
used it for.
fillets, basically.
Exactly. This one over here, the central one, which matches that one. And imagine that gap still that you see over there.
Yes.
It's being filled
With the door,
the
the
2
double doors,
So
yes.
this one door and then
But that's
the
going to
other
fit very, very nicely.
one. Yeah. So this wall basically looks symmetrical because you're going to have double doors there, double doors there. That
Yes.
match the double doors going to the terrace. So it's going to this room is going to feel symmetrical for the first time in a long time. And then here I put these 3. like
Yes,
this.
they're stunning.
Again, it gives the sort of sense of symmetry.
Yes,
And I thought we would have one of your father's pictures hanging.
but they're really beautiful, those.
I wanted to get the boy and the girl to see how they look. Do you want to look together there?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe I should go and wash my hands quickly before I don't want to get your father's painting started. Oh, maybe I'll show you the other bits first.
Yes,
Before
yeah.
the painting. So these I've uncovered. Again, very plain molding. But actually, they're upside down as well. These holes.
Oh, okay, but yes, that's fine.
So imagine them the other
Yes.
way around. There's perfect already the holes for wonderful wall lights.
I love the way you say they're wonderful, even though we don't have them yet.
We have some. So there's some that we have that could work. They have to be electrified still. And otherwise,
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find some. I mean, ideally in here, I would love to find a set of 8 wall lights.
Well, that is tricky, isn't it?
I've been looking for.
Yeah, that's difficult at auction.
For the Grand Salon, that's what we're looking for. So I haven't found 8. I found 6. So we could probably get away with 6. It's still, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we could definitely find a pair of stunning wall lights here. And then a huge gold mirror. I don't think any of the ones that we already have. I think just plain gold because it's brown. And the trumeaus that we have, like the mirrors with the decorative paneling.
They're in a different style.
They're all white or grey or...
That's actually not a problem because whoever our decorative painter is could paint them the same colour.
100%. That's true. That is true, actually. I always try and
just
keep
fit it in.
paintwork. But the one that we have for here, that I bought as a temporary one for the Grand Salon, is way too short now that the ceiling's been raised.
Okay.
So
we're still on the lookout for that.
Yeah. And then the beautiful fireplace that we found downstairs that has to be remade still. So the limestone one, the original one to the chateau that we found in one of the grottos, that should go here, and got the same warmth going with the warmth of this and the warmth of the floor and the gold. It's going to be wonderful. And then here, so when we bought, they had these amazing paintings of Paris in them at the Tour d'Argent, but they didn't sell them with them. So we just bought the frames, and we didn't think we were going to use them when this was going to be used for Bess upstairs, because Bess is so much smaller, until I realized we can, because this should be the front of a bookcase, the front of a porcelain display cabinet. And also because I found out that these panels are hidden doors.
So in there you can store the summer display things during winter and the winter display porcelain during summer.
Yes, or serving dishes and plates.
Oh yes, good idea. So that even when you've laid the table, the serving dishes are still in place.
Well, unless, and there's all, I think I'm not worried about this. And then here, look, this is the really cool
Oh, that was a great discovery that you made. I love that so much.
So this one, there's just a little stop at the back.
It makes me think chaise longue right here. Just here, so I can look out of the window, open the shelf, have a cup of tea.
Well, I think you're only going to be doing that for so long until the castle.
I know that I'll be upstairs all the time.
Looking at the beautiful French formal garden. And that's the way I'm seeing it. If I'm looking out, I'm already seeing all the parterres.
Yeah, we're talking about 10 years' time here now, but I love the way you're already in the moment.
I can see it. So this is going to be wonderful. The other one is the same. It's got another panel, but that one has been cut into 3 sections. I've already spoken to Amory about it. He can do that on the other side as well. So we've got 2 huge display cases.
Wonderful.
He's also going to make doors in front of it. So doors with glazed doors. So they're probably a set of 3 to match 3 base things. Because in French design, it's always trying to elongate.
Tall and thin, always tall and thin. Like you can see that with the windows behind you.
Yes.
It's a big difference between English and French architecture.
English is, if you look at like English mirrors, for example, a lot of them are wide and short.
Yes.
Whereas in France, they're almost always, like historically, tall and
thin, yeah.
Because they're trying to make the room feel as tall as possible. So that's why I'm thinking not 2 huge doors, because that would feel wrong. I'm thinking 3. That way you get
keeps the proportions.
Line. Exactly.
Yes.
So I'm really excited for that. There's going to be a matching one over there. And because I know we've gone over this before, but because this room is sort of, this wall comes out like this rather than it's straight, we are going to make this display case deeper than that one. So the front line will be the same. The front line, instead of doing this, will be doing that. But behind it, this part will be much deeper for porcelain. The other side will be more.
Yeah, so that's
shallow.
it. We get the symmetry.
That's it.
I love it, darling. Oh my goodness. That wall is the only wall where you can really start to see it come together, but it is starting now.
If I could move that one over just a tiny bit and then move the 2 doors there, that one would basically be ready.
Done.
And it doesn't feel dark. This one does not feel
all.
dark. And that's even with that window still having the
yes, so it is.
over it. To be fair, there's no ceiling yet.
That's true, but the ceiling will be white, so actually it shouldn't be too oppressive.
For the ceiling, there's all these little bits as well. I'm pretty sure this is the coving that came with it.
Oh, we've got the coving.
We've got the coving, we've got the skirting. I think we've got some window surrounds as well, which I think we're going to try and use as much as possible. So I think we might be able to use this one.
So you're still opening all of these up?
Yeah, I have had a peek, so I sort of know what's where, and there's a few more of the thin panels that we saw earlier. I know we have that, but yeah, there's all of these that we can hopefully use.
Can you imagine how lovely that coving will be in the same colour as the panelling? It'll really elongate it right to the ceiling.
And then, like you were saying, having the a white plaster ceiling. So we've got the wooden coving, white plaster ceiling, beautiful ceiling roses, the 2 huge chandeliers down the centre. And oh, and I haven't mentioned this yet. On this side, we've got the other panel that used to have a painting in it. Here, I would love to put the sideboard. That's the next door.
Yes.
I have to measure it still, but I think it'll fit. And then put one of your father's paintings on it. So I'm not quite sure what to do behind it. Maybe just a plain panel or something else. Then have your father's beautiful painting of the couple in the carriage. I think
It's stunning.
Okay.
It's really stunning. Oh my goodness, you're furnishing. Do you think you might be putting the cart before the horse, darling?
Why? Let's get you them ready. I wanted to show you what I'm thinking for the furniture.
Is this the only piece we're moving in?
And put a chair as well and a painting.
1 chair, 1 painting. Okay, that doesn't seem too crazy to start
I
planning.
wanted to see the curtains as well. Mm-hmm. It would be nice to just do this bit because it sort of looks like it covers the entire wall and you can see out.
Okay, let's do that. You know how to butter me up about the moving in of the furniture. You bring Daddy's painting. Well, she is beautiful. And I love her over that piece of furniture. I think the two go incredibly well together. Philip's little vignette is coming on so nicely that it's actually giving me butterflies because he knew that it's so hard for any of us to imagine the room done, whereas he sees it in his mind's eye. And so he wanted to dress this one area to give us an idea. Okay, it's amazing. Boom. Philip. It is my dream dining room. I know it won't be everyone's because there's modern art, and I know not everybody loves that in a chateau, which I
really
understand.
Like this one.
This is I could not be happier.
And I think also the frames when I had them framed.
Yes.
I thought, oh, okay, let's go for something that's more sort of chateau-y.
Yes. He'd started doing that actually, so he would have loved this. I'm going to stand back to show everyone properly. It's just in the perfect tradition. It's the braconnier curtains, which are almost de rigueur in a French chateau. It's the beautiful French antiques, lovely Heron porcelain terrine, and my father's painting against that panelling. I mean, yeah, it couldn't be better.
The only thing I'll say is that the green in here is more of a teal, like a bluish colour, and the green here is way more.
Yeah, the green in the chairs matches the painting.
Yes.
And there's a lot of blue in the curtains. We need to bring blue in somehow to the room.
There's also your father's huge painting I want to hang over there that's very colourful. And when we have the porcelain, I'm sure it's going to be all blue as well. You know, I think it's going to work.
We need to carry that in.
Well, you'll probably never see those chairs against the curtains anyway.
Oh, for those who haven't seen the curtains before, because we showed them when we first bought them at auction, can you sort of hold it open a little bit to show the border? Because it's quite spectacular.
On that side.
Yes.
So this is supposed to be for the interior.
Yeah, it'll be the other way around. It's a beautiful braconnier print. It's called Le Grand Corail, and that's because there's this sort of corally pattern in the background. There are also squirrels, which make Philip incredibly happy.
It does, actually.
The border is stunning. This is still hand-blocked to this day with about 20-odd different...
I thought it was even more than that.
Something like 25 different wooden blocks to make the print.
Look, they're the perfect height. They're the perfect width.
And there are 5 pairs, which is exactly what we need for this room.
We actually bought these for the winter salon instead, but they work so much better.
No, they're definitely coming in here now.
We can use all 5 pairs. This looks a little bit like an auction catalogue image, you know what I mean? And everything is a little bit different style. Not everything, but for example, this is way more sort of Louis XVI, whereas the paneling is more neo-rococo, like neo-Louis XV. Also, this is way more posh, I suppose.
We've got shine against matte.
That's it, and this is more country chateau. But I think it actually sort of works well together because I like how it feels like it's been added to over time. And it was one family who's been living here, they had the piece inherited from their grandmother, and they put it here. Different generations adding stuff, like the more contemporary art. I think it goes really well. Otherwise, if we think it's too stark of a contrast, we can always just add a little bit of gold And I mean like a tiny bit, just a slither, not as thick as this.
Tiny, thin fillet.
Yes, here they've just got that one little line of gold just there.
So you're talking about this tiny, thin line here, this
Yes.
one, yes.
Adding something like that, just there, for example. Do you see this line there? Just, and maybe here, just to outline it. I'm not sure if it's necessary, and also it's an extra expense, so we have to see whether or not it's necessary. But for example, I love the curtains with the paneling.
No, they go beautifully.
Same sort of brown colors in it. It's the same patterns as well.
And those chairs obviously won't be there. There's no space for them. They'll be somewhere else in the room.
Also, the chairs I bought for the carving. I did not buy them for the. They were cheaper than chairs from IKEA. I did not buy it for the upholstery. The upholstery is fine. It's a good quality.
Well, weirdly, it goes quite well in here, even though I didn't like it at all when you got them. I really hated the fabric. They work.
Okay.
They work in here.
I would far rather see beautiful silk, but I think it works perfectly well. And then for the dining room, we'll probably use our old chairs for a bit. And I'm looking for chairs that are like white, that have been painted white, like sort of medallion chairs, like an oval back, that are painted white, like Louis XVI, sort of a thing, with brown leather upholstery on the seats. I think that would look really nice. And again, gives it sort of like country chateau and the warmth. I think that's sort of where we should be focusing. What do you think, darling?
I love it. I love where you're going with it.
You can sort of see in my head.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Now you need to take it all out again. Thank you for bringing it to life for me, darling.
nothing is possible without you.
We're making this happen, all of us. You, me, Amory, and everyone who's watching.
Yes.
It's because of all of you. And when it's done, it'll be Marie's cooking as well.
Yes.
And Pavlina and Ombeline's vegetables on the table.
Wonderful.
And Natty welcoming all of the guests to the room.
Team effort, isn't it?
I can't quite believe that this is happening. It's so incredibly exciting. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who are watching, because it's because of all of you and because of the patrons of the Chateau Diaries that we're able to do this. It is beyond all of my wildest dreams. And I also wanted to let all of my patrons know that many years ago, when this whole project started and this was going to become the Grand Salon, I said that all of the names of my patrons would be going behind the paneling in the Grand Salon. Now, this is no longer the Grand Salon, it is the dining room. Nevertheless, I am keeping that promise, and all of the names of not just my current patrons, but everyone who has ever been a patron from the Lord and Lady tier upwards will have their names going behind this paneling. As a huge thank you for all of your support and everything that you've made possible, your name will forever be part of the Chateau de Lalande, part of its very fabric in the grand dining room. And we will do something similar in the Grand Salon upstairs when we get to that. And for those of you who are or who have ever been a Marquis and Marquise of Lalande or a Dauphin and Dauphine of Lalande, your name will go behind the big double doors that will be leading to the little tiny door that we will be uncovering soon. So if you ever come to visit Lalande, you'll be able to open those doors and see your name. And for those of you who are not yet patrons of the Chateau Diaries, but who would love to have your names behind the paneling in the Grand Salon, you can join. I will put a link to my Patreon account below. It's just the Chateau Diaries on patreon.com. And all of my patrons receive an extra video from Lalande every week. And for those of you who can't become patrons, you are also helping enormously by watching. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So now I will say goodbye to all of you. I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's video. And now I'm going to go and dream about the grand dining room of Lalande and all of the wonderful meals that we'll have here in future.